Breaking news in Times Square, and a man was stabbed in both legs with a machete at West 45th and Broadway this afternoon. He was rushed to Bellevue Hospital. Police took several people into custody just north of the crime scene. Investigators say the stabbing was a result of an apparent turf dispute between people selling items in the Times Square area.
Times Square is a sensitive area, but not for machetes. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by PAN Firearms LLC. PAN Firearms to enter a certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like the channel, like content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything's appreciated. Connecticut residents, plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit. Please get that training and your paperwork turned in before July 1st because the training addendum has been handed down, but there's some gray areas that have not been made clear, and there seems to be some shenanigans going on with the state. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There's a link to the online renewal portal for the state of Connecticut in the description box. Keep an eye on that. Let's talk about this. And this is going to be a follow-up from another video I did maybe a day ago of a young boy in North Olmsted, Ohio, who was stabbed to death. And once again, I used that video to, once again, clearly show you the hypocrisy of the anti-gun movement. Well, this is going to be another video in the same vein. But this is, once again, going to expose those gun-free zones. New York City, Times Square, remember, is a sensitive area as set up by Mayor Adams after the Bruen decision to prevent people from carrying guns in New York City, in the city. But what has happened is a man was stabbed pretty brutally. And what caused it, we didn't have a motive. It was a turf war over CD sales. You know, those guys that sell the CDs on the sidewalk there. Apparently, there's some beef on whose spot that was, and it turned into a fight, and machetes come out. What's very interesting is one, these guys are walking around in New York City with machetes. How do you not notice that? But beyond that, no one could intervene. And if these guys are carrying around machetes and willing to attack another person over a spot for illegals, these are bootleg CDs. Let's be clear about that. But illegal CD sales, and they're fighting over whose spot it is, and are willing to stab another person with these machetes, what do you think they would do with the general public for whatever reason they chose? But the general public is not allowed to arm themselves in those bars. But let me go ahead and give you some context with the video.
People have been charged in a machete attack in Times Square. 23-year-old Philip Robertson, 25-year-old Aaron Hamilton, and 46-year-old Robert Price face reckless endangerment and obstruction charges. Robertson is also charged with criminal possession of a weapon. Police say the stabbing on West 45th Street was an apparent turf war between people selling CDs. The victim was stabbed in both legs and is in stable condition right now at the hospital.
Heard that and you saw that. Beef over a spot leads to a man being stabbed. But they keep telling you that this is about gun violence. Let me put it into here. Brutal Times Square, New York machete attack prove anti-gunners are clueless. Well, no, they're not. No. Don't assume that these people are stupid or don't know what they're doing. They do. They know exactly what's up. Okay? This is not about your safety, and they know it too. Don't think they're stupid. Don't think they're clueless. Remember, I did a little short video on breaking down the whole anti-gun movement. The people at the bottom of the anti-gun movement, yeah, they're clueless. Okay? They really believe in this crap that less guns equals less violence. They believe it. But the people at the top of that anti-gun pyramid know that this is nothing more than disarm the public, because we can't do what we want to do while the public is so well armed. That was the intention of the founding fathers. It's like a nuclear deterrent within the country to prevent a tyrannical government. And it has worked. But The brutal stabbing of a man in New York City's Times Square Thursday underscores the futility of public disarmament, which affects only law-abiding citizens because all gun control is designed for the law-abiding citizen. And proves the proponents of so-called sensitive zones are clueless, the Citizens Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms said. Several news agencies reported the incident indicating 3 men were involved, and they apparently used a machete to wound the victim in both legs. Police have detained 3 suspects, but CCRKBA Chairman Alan Gottlieb said the attack should never have happened in a place where honest citizens cannot legally carry firearms for personal protection. Because then I would start asking questions. These dudes are toting around machetes. What else have they done? Because I'm pretty sure this is not their first incident. Quote, New York officials have declared Times Square and other public venues to be sensitive places, leaving people vulnerable to attack by criminals who don't follow the rules, Gottlieb observed. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that disarming good citizens creates risk-free environments for dangerous thugs and crazy people to engage in savagery. The people responsible for disarming law-abiding citizens in Times Square are clueless when it comes to dealing with violent crime. I've already discussed that, but somewhere in City Hall or maybe up in Albany, somebody in government is probably working up a way to spin this tragedy so the mayor or governor can argue that at least a gun wasn't involved, he added. And they do that. They do that a lot. But then when a gun's not involved, as I pointed out in a previous video about the implement used, when it's not a gun, they don't say anything about it at all. Okay? The victim is forgotten. Armed private citizens defend themselves upwards of 1 million times each year, often without firing a shot. But apparently New York government is on the side of the criminal element. And that's actually very true because a lot of those self-defense situations where a firearm is used and not a shot is not fired are not reported. Why? Why would you bring attention to yourself in that manner? If you can thwart your attacker, you're good to go. That's why they say, oh, no, this is not an accurate number because it's the number reported. Well, a lot of these incidences don't get reported where a firearm is used and a shot is not fired. But Gottlieb questioned how the suspects could be walking around in Times Square with a machete and not be noticed by police. Because if the police were to notice them with the machete and basically try to hold them and try to arrest them, and the police officer gets injured in the meantime, and that person gets arrested, Alvin Bragg will let him out with no bail. That's probably why the police officer's probably going, is it really worth it for me to get injured to this person and not get punished? You have to, I don't know. I'm not saying they think like that, but I'm saying, that's a valid reason. Say, hey, why should I get involved? And if this guy gets hurt while I'm trying to stop him from carrying an illegal weapon in the city, they're going to put me in jail. Prohibiting legally carry guns in any public place is an exercise of gross misfeasance, Gottlieb said. This incident only proves that criminals will adapt their other weapons, and presuming sensitive zones disarmament will prevent violent crime is a monumental failure of common sense. Like I said, the people at the bottom of the anti-gun movement don't have it. They don't have common sense. So there it is. Once again, gun control does not work. Laws are only good as the people who will follow them. Criminals do not follow the law. You just can't point these out. It just flies right over their head. But, I hope this guy comes through okay. Obviously, he was into something. But they definitely need to dig into these people a little bit deeper. Because I'm pretty sure them carrying around machetes like that, I'm pretty sure this is not their first rodeo using it. Just saying. Let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.